Hello viewers, I hope you're all doing well. I'm your host Jack. Today we are going to talk about, but before that, kindly subscribe, comment, like and also share. Prince Harry's recent visit to Canada was notable for many reasons. His arrival was met with great anticipation and excitement, as people from all walks of life gathered to catch a glimpse of the royal figure. Beyond the usual fanfare and public appearances, the prince made a point of engaging with Indigenous communities. This was a significant departure from the typical royal itinerary, reflecting a deeper commitment to understanding and addressing the issues faced by these communities. His visit to the Musqueam First Nation in particular stood out as a powerful symbol of reconciliation. The Musqueam people, known for their resilience and rich cultural heritage, welcomed Prince Harry with open arms, showcasing their traditions and sharing their stories. This was not just a courtesy call, but a deliberate effort to acknowledge the historical injustices faced by Indigenous peoples. Prince Harry spent considerable time in discussion with Indigenous elders, listening intently to their experiences and the challenges they continue to face. The Musqueam people, with their rich cultural heritage and deep connection to the land, welcomed the prince onto their traditional territory. They performed cultural ceremonies, shared their history, and expressed their hopes for a future built on mutual respect and understanding. The significance of this gesture, a member of the British monarchy standing on sovereign Indigenous land, cannot be overstated. It was a moment that highlighted the importance of recognizing and respecting Indigenous sovereignty. It marked a step towards acknowledging the past and building a more inclusive future. Prince Harry's interactions with the community were genuine and heartfelt, as he sought to understand their perspectives and learn from their wisdom. The visit was brief, but its impact was undeniable. It left a lasting impression on both the prince and the Musqueam people, fostering a sense of hope and possibility for future collaborations and understanding. It signaled a willingness to engage in difficult conversations, to listen and learn from Indigenous perspectives. Prince Harry's attentiveness and respect for the speakers demonstrated his commitment to fostering meaningful dialogue. This was not about erasing the past, but about facing it head-on and working towards a more just and equitable future for all Canadians. Prince Harry's visit served as a reminder of the importance of reconciliation and the ongoing efforts needed to achieve it. His words and actions resonated deeply, inspiring many to continue the work of building bridges and healing historical wounds. Central to the success of Prince Harry's visit was the leadership of Chief Wayne Sparrow. As the elected leader of the Musqueam people, Chief Sparrow played a pivotal role in facilitating the meeting. He served as a bridge between two worlds, two cultures with a complex and often painful history. Chief Sparrow's approach was one of openness and diplomacy. He recognized the opportunity to share his people's stories and perspectives with a global figure. He understood the importance of direct engagement, of using this platform to amplify Indigenous voices. His leadership extended beyond the logistics of the visit. Chief Sparrow ensured that the Musqueam community was actively involved in shaping the narrative. The event showcased the vibrancy of Musqueam culture, from traditional songs and dances to the sharing of stories and knowledge. Through his wisdom and guidance, Chief Sparrow helped to create a space for meaningful dialogue. He demonstrated the power of respectful engagement in fostering understanding and reconciliation. It is easy to be cynical about such high-profile visits. Many people see them as nothing more than orchestrated media spectacles designed to generate positive headlines and public goodwill. Critics might dismiss them as mere photo opportunities, lacking in substance and depth. They argue that these visits are superficial, offering little more than fleeting moments of attention. However, to do so would be to overlook the deeper significance of Prince Harry's presence on Musqueam territory. His visit is not just about the images captured by the media, but about the stories and histories that are shared in those moments. Symbolism matters, particularly in matters of reconciliation. The act of a British royal participating in Indigenous ceremonies and cultural exchanges carries weight and meaning. The image of a British royal engaging respectfully with Indigenous leaders sends a powerful message. It is a visual acknowledgement of the importance of these relationships and the need for mutual respect. It acknowledges the Crown's historical role in the colonization of Indigenous lands and the ongoing legacy of that past. This recognition is a crucial step in addressing historical injustices and moving towards healing. It signals a shift, however subtle, in the relationship between the monarchy and Indigenous peoples. This shift is not just symbolic, but can pave the way for more meaningful and sustained engagement. For the Musqueam people, the visit was an opportunity to share their truths, their resilience, and their hopes for the future. It was a moment to voice their experiences and aspirations directly to a member of the British royal family. It was a chance to be seen and heard, not as victims of the past, but as active participants in shaping Canada's present and future. This visibility is vital for the empowerment and recognition of Indigenous communities. Beyond the symbolism, the visit provided a platform for dialogue. These conversations are essential for building understanding and forging new paths of cooperation. It opened up channels of communication, creating opportunities for ongoing engagement and collaboration. These interactions can lead to concrete actions and initiatives that benefit both parties. This is the slow, painstaking work of reconciliation, and every step in the right direction is worth acknowledging. Each visit, each conversation, and each gesture contributes to the larger goal of healing and building a more inclusive future. Section 4. Whispers of the Past, Controversy and Royal Reconciliation. The visit was not without its critics. Some questioned the sincerity of the gesture, pointing to the historical injustices inflicted upon Indigenous peoples by the British Crown. Others argued that true reconciliation requires more than symbolic gestures. It demands concrete actions and systemic change. These criticisms are not without merit. The legacy of colonialism, with its devastating impact on Indigenous communities, is impossible to ignore. The royal family, as a symbol of that colonial past, carries a heavy burden of responsibility. However, it is also important to recognize the significance of Prince Harry's willingness to engage. His visit was a departure from the often distant approach of the monarchy. It reflected a growing awareness within the royal family of the need for reconciliation. While the visit may not have provided all the answers, it represented a step in the right direction. It acknowledged the pain of the past while expressing a commitment to working towards a better future. Section 5. Listening, not lecturing, Harry's break from tradition. What set Prince Harry's visit apart was his evident sincerity and his willingness to listen. Unlike many high-profile visits that often come with a preset agenda and a series of speeches, Harry's approach was refreshingly different. He did not come with pre-prepared speeches or empty platitudes. Instead, he chose to engage in meaningful conversations, showing a genuine interest in the stories and experiences of the Musqueam people. Instead, he approached the visit with humility, seeking to understand the Musqueam people's experiences in their own words. This was not just a ceremonial visit, it was an opportunity for real dialogue and connection. This approach, a departure from the traditional formality of royal engagements, resonated with many. It was clear that Harry was not there to impose his views, but to learn and grow from the wisdom of the community. It signaled a genuine desire to connect on a human level, to listen and learn from those who have been marginalized and silenced for far too long. This kind of engagement is rare and deeply appreciated. In a world often dominated by loud voices and competing